Roll the corn. Peace to my beautiful people from Ty Mary. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. And put where you're from in the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Share it out. Put where you're from in the chat. Subscribe to my TikTok lives. Subscribe to my YouTube. Do that for me. I love you and I'm in love with you. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Now lately, there's been a lot of talk about the Annunaki coming back. There's been a whole lot of talk about the Annunaki coming back. Right? Whole lot of talk about the Annunaki coming back. They're coming back. They landed on the planet. Inky's back. Enlil's back. Anu is back. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Everybody keep asking me these same questions about the Annunaki, right? But first, I got a message I'm gonna put out first before I get started on this Annunaki stuff, right? Roll the corn, man. First, I gotta get started. I gotta tell y'all the story of what happened to me yesterday, right? Roll the corn. How y'all feeling today, man? I love you and I'm in love with you. Now, yesterday, I'm back in Mississippi right now, right? I see some Hebrew Israelites. It's some Hebrew Israelites like outside of like a grocery store, gas station or something like that, right? And there's some young guys walking by. And the young guys were like, why y'all want, why they asked the Hebrew Israelites, like, why are y'all just attacking people, right? Why y'all just try to put they're just telling the young boy, he listening to the music about killing, he toting guns, he doing this. They all over the young boy. They all over him. It's like 6 of them, all over the young boy, all over him, right? They on him hard. He asking them, like, y'all preaching at us younger people, but y'all not helping. Y'all not explaining why things are the way they are. Y'all not explaining why things are the way they are. And I said, that is a perfect answer. That is a perfect answer. I looked at that young dude. I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even get in the conversation. I just was listening from the gas pump, right? He said something very vital. This in Jackson, Mississippi, my hometown now. He said something very vital. He said, y'all talking about what we do and what's going on, but why don't nobody explain how things got the way they are? You are exactly right, young king, young chief. Nobody explains why things are the way they are. All they up there Hebrew Israelites doing is, you're toting guns, your daddy gone, your mama they calling your mama bees and hoes. They doing all of that. You're calling your own people bees and hoes. It's all of that. That's all they doing. They ain't telling you why you in the hood. They ain't telling you why the streets like this. They ain't telling you why we live in this area. They ain't telling you where your ancestors ain't even from this area with no agriculture. They ain't telling you none of that. They ain't telling you how the system put these folks in this area to kill each other. They ain't explaining none of the real history of why things are the way they are. You have to understand why things are the way they are to fix them. Right? And I got in my car and I rode off, right? Because I'm like I said, I'm visiting Mississippi, going to see my people, right? So I'm thinking the whole ride. The young man said something so powerful, and the man didn't even listen to him. He just wanted to scold him. He just wanted to, you're bad, you a YN, you're nothing, you're killing, you're selling drugs. Bro, that's not the way, bro. I really want to talk to Hebrew Israelites, bro. For real. Like, if anybody a Hebrew Israelite in the chat, get in the guest box. I got some questions for y'all. Why do y'all attack people like that, bro? Don't you know we already been attacked, bro? Don't you know we are already under attack and you are still attacking, bro? Don't y'all know that? You can't go that way. That's the wrong route, bro. You cannot attack your own people, bro. I want to talk to Hebrew Israelites. For real. And then y'all don't even know all the history, and y'all steady acting like y'all so biblical and so over the top of your own people that you can sit there and judge your own people, bro. Y'all can't judge your own people, bro. Who can do that? Wisdom does not judge their own people. Intelligence does not judge their own people. Because we know why we in this situation, bro. Okay. I'm going to give a little rundown before I start on this Annunaki stuff. If any Hebrew Israelites, I want to talk to one, bro. If you in the chat and if you want to answer some questions, comment in the chat, y'all point them out. Because I want to talk to one of these people. Because the way y'all attack your own people is kind of something ain't right about the approach. Right? Because virtuousness don't attack like that. Y'all teachings supposed to come from virtuous teachings. Y'all don't supposed to attack like that, bro. That lets me know that y'all are attacking y'all own people on purpose, bro. Y'all own people or y'all own target. This your target audience. And I don't like that shit. If I'd have had time, I would have said something yesterday. I just didn't have time, but something is not right about the approach of the Hebrew Israelite. Now I'm going to say this. If my ancestors' land was taken, because see, let me give you the geography of Mississippi. My great grandmama ain't from Jackson. She from a town called Fannin, Mississippi, which is probably about 20-something miles from Jackson, right? All farmland. We come from farmers, bro. Jackson is just the main city where you move to after you can't make no more money in your old city. So when my great-grandmama land was getting taken, she kept a couple of acres and just moved to Jackson for a better life, for a better job, because they had already took all the land. They had already took all the crops, right? But let's go back through the history. If they take all the agriculture land, send our people to the main city, shove all us in the same area, right? All these people from Jackson, all y'all ancestors is coming from other small towns. They shoved all our grandmamas and great-grandmamas and aunties and mamas in Jackson. Anybody from Mississippi know that, bro? I'm born in Jackson, but my ancestors not from the inner city. They from the farm agriculture cities, which went poor after the YTs drained it dry, right? Okay. We're going to run all these niggas to Jackson, Take all the farmland outside of the city, and we're gonna make sure the drugs, the guns, all the everything going to Jackson, right? Why you think Jackson the way it is today? They don't fix the roads, they don't fix nothing. They don't fix the lights, they don't tear no houses, old houses down, they just keep everything up. Jackson is the spot where you force all melanated people to go to. Ain't no jobs, ain't no movie theater there, ain't no mall, ain't nothing in Jackson, Mississippi. They ain't no mall, ain't no movie theater. Think about that. Ain't no jobs, ain't nothing. All of the businesses are closed. Ain't nowhere for these kids to go. Ain't no summer leagues no more. Ain't no sports. Ain't no tutoring, computers, classes after school. Ain't none of that. What y'all want these kids to do? And y'all now already put the mark of the beast on them because y'all want them to wear all the Louis Vuitton, all the Gucci, all the Jordans. Y'all done made them materialistic. YT people said if you ain't got nothing, you ain't nothing. You ain't successful if you ain't got nothing. You a piece of nothing. You a piece of nothing melanated person from Jackson. That's the cause. That's the cause right there. These younger people want more. They in an area where they can't get it. They ain't there for no reason. They was forced there. Their ancestors were forced there in these areas. South Jackson, West Jackson. Your ancestors were forced there. North Jackson. Now you in the hood with everybody piled in, no jobs. You don't see nobody doing well to look up to but drug dealers. I know because I was there. I grew up there. Right? Then you got some Hebrew Israelites out here pointing the finger at their own people. And we prisoners of war in our own land, forced into a violent community. Because our people been beat down so bad and forced into these areas. And you want to point the finger at them. Roll the coin, man. But this is what I want to say to Hebrew Israelites. Y'all got to teach the way what happened and made things the way they are. Y'all got to teach that they zoned off certain areas of the state to put melanated people in. Right? Y'all got to teach that we start acting like they put their culture on us and got us acting like them. Ready to hurt each other over material goods. We got to teach that. Once you see what the problem is, you can correct it. The problem is, they told us we were nothing. They put us in areas that you can't prosper in. You packed on top of each other. Ain't nobody got no job. Ain't even no jobs to get in the area for the kids. Come on now. What you want them to do? They steady looking at their Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, seeing all this prospering going on around the world, around America. And they stuck and can't get an $8 an hour job up the street. Now, if I can't go nowhere and ain't got no money, and I'm trying to get some, now it's going to be a problem in my community. Because my community is in reach. I ain't saying this right. I'm just telling you human nature. So all you Hebrew Israelites attacking your own people every day. It's got bad things to say. Please explain to these people first why they in the predicament they in. It's survival. You're exactly right. I came up through them same streets trying to survive. Same thing. I was them. How can I judge that YN and I was once him? How can I do it? That makes me a weak excuse of a man. How can I judge him if I'm looking at him and I'm looking at myself? He trying to figure it out without crashing out. His mama working 2 jobs. His daddy gone, bro. He at home all day with his friends and ideas of all type of stuff going across the table. He trying to figure it out. Same way I had to figure it out. Was trying to figure it out when I was his age. That's how you got to look at the situation. Only people can say them YNs is us, the older melanated people. Can't nobody else even comprehend what they own but us. Come on now. Who else gonna do it? They ain't talking to no YT man at all. They mama can't put up enough force to make them listen. She can do what she can, but she can't put up enough force to make them listen. The only people can talk to them people and understand what they talking about and going through is older melanated people, 30, 40. That's it. If we can't do it, it ain't gonna get done. I'm telling you right now. They too, listen, these are not no fools, bro. When they start articulating themselves, these boys are geniuses. I'm telling you what I know. When I talk to these younger guys, when they really start talking and get to know you, these boys are geniuses. I talked to a 17-year-old in Atlanta who knew me from TikTok. He was like, I studied everything you were saying. He was rebutting it right back, adding points to what I said. 17 years old. I said, you sharp. You sharp. You picked up on it real quick. You just gave me something I ain't even looking to. They just ain't talking, bro. They thinking. These young YNs are on some stuff like, bro, we don't even want to talk, bro. Who listening? That's why they so quiet. They feel like ain't nobody even listening to them. Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody listening, bro. And I once felt like that. I can't point the finger at them and say nothing. Look where they at. Look what the colonization of America put them. Look where it put them. Colonizers took every quarter from their ancestors. Now I'm going to say this and I'm going to get into the lecture. If things were not the way they are, if that young child was born into a successful family with their own land and own agriculture, own houses, own ways of where he can focus in on being intelligent and being virtuous, and he ain't got to worry about where his next meal come from. He ain't got to worry about when his mama got to work all day, his daddy got to go work all day, they gone. He ain't got to worry about all that. He becomes out a better person. And that's what I want the Hebrew Israelites to try to add to what y'all be trying to do, man. You got to add the whole story in there. Just don't give them the bad. Give them all of it. The good and the bad and the ugly. Roll the coin. Now, any Hebrew Israelites I want to answer questions to, get in the chat. Y'all hop in the guest box or say something in the comments because I want to ask y'all some questions. But now, I had to get that out of my spirit because I saw that yesterday and it kind of bothered me, right? Everybody on the internet talking about the Annunaki. They coming back. They back. They back to save us. They back to do this. They back to do that. Roll the coin. They never left. You know why? Because they our ancestors. These people, melanated Mesopotamians. And I'm going to show you why. It's a teaching. It's not an alien. It is a teaching, people. It's not an alien. They teaching it to you wrong. This is the ancient knowledge of mound building cultures. And they came from somewhere, and it ain't Mesopotamia. It ain't Egypt. It's Timeri. This where it get deep at. They don't want you to know where these people came from. They want to let you think they're aliens. These the same mound builders of Mississippians. Evolved. That's it. Same style, the same teachers. I'm finna show you. These melanated ancestors. These ain't no aliens. Only way these ancestors come back is if you learn their knowledge. The only way these ancestors gonna come back is you learn their knowledge. These ain't no aliens. Everybody's trying to figure out who the hell is Inky and who is Enlil, who is Anu, who is Tiamat. I'm gonna show you. Roll the coin, because y'all gotta stop giving this stuff to entities that don't exist. You're taking away the power of the teachings of our people. Stop giving away our power to entities that don't exist. These people existed. These people got bones, mounds, ziggurats, tails. These are people who have created the knowledge. Yes, they alien to a non-advanced race. They are aliens to non-advanced people. That's why they want to call them aliens, because they was way more advanced than the other beings on the planet. Simple. I'm gonna show you why. These ain't no damn aliens. Roll the coin. Nowhere near it. Popular theories about the Anunnaki, heavily influenced by Zachariah Sitchin. This is the motherfucker that created the alien story. I want y'all to study him because he fucked our history up. And we got melanated people still teaching the Zachariah Sitchin story. And it's a goddamn lie. Yes, he sold millions of books. I don't give a damn. That don't make it true. Zachariah Sitchin made up the Anunnaki story about aliens. Ancient Sumerian texts focus on the alleged involvement in the genetic manipulation of early humans. They don't explicitly discuss Anunnaki splicing DNA for plants, right? He made up that DNA splice, digging for gold, aliens flying around. Zachariah Sitchin. He don't know nothing. He didn't understand none of them texts because it's not his culture. So why the hell do our people come back and teach a white man's culture on what a melanated man done? You can't never trust it. The cultures are too different. They look at things different than what you looked at it. You are 26,000 years more advanced than him. Why in the hell is he writing about your people? That's why you got to look at it. So while y'all melanated people teaching this man's knowledge, you're taking yourself back 26,000 years. You can't do that. Now watch this. However, some interpretations of the Sumerian myth do suggest that the Anunnaki shared knowledge of advanced agriculture practices with early humans. This could imply the knowledge of selective breeding or cultivating techniques that influence plant life, important to differentiate this from direct DNA splicing understood in modern science. Now, that's the truth. The truth is, the Sumerian myths do suggest Anunnaki shared knowledge of advanced agriculture practices with early humans who were hunter-gatherers who knew nothing about the knowledge we had acquired over thousands of years before we taught them that. Advanced agriculture in a place where they starving at. That's what happened. These ain't no goddamn aliens. Now, to have advanced agriculture, you had to work the field for a long time, right? To have advanced agriculture, you had to work the field for a long time to learn it. Where did the Sumerian learn how to work the field from? Huh? Because the alien story bullshit, right? Advanced agriculture and cattle, that's the true story. That's where they come from, an advanced agriculture and cattle herding society. They can grow crops at a high level. They had already mastered the stars, the zodiac, the moon alignments, the sun alignments, and they got their own symbols for all of this stuff. And y'all gonna make it aliens. These ain't no damn aliens. These melanated people who came to that area and put crops there. Let's keep going. Advanced agriculture, you see it. Let's keep going. Anu, let's start with Anu. Let's start with Anu. Anu, the true shepherd of Anu, chief god. Orion, the constellation, was known as the true shepherd of Anu. Orion is Anu. Ain't no damn Anunnaki god flying out the sky, dog. These are star stories for agriculture that turned into religion and alien stories. Anu is Orion. Osiris is Orion. It's the same damn teaching. Y'all seen Osiris fly out the sky? Y'all Anu flying out the sky, but Osiris ain't gonna fly out the sky. It's the same thing. You so enlightened, but you don't even know you teaching an alien story about a star line that we made for agriculture. But you don't even know it. You just keep on lying to your people. Hunter-gatherers believe in aliens. I believe in ancestors. Orion is the constellation known as Anu, people. Let's keep going. The constellation Orion was linked to Anu, the highest god, through this title. I'm gonna simplify as much as I can. Because it get a little deeper, but I gotta simplify as much as I can. Orion is the constellation that lies close to the celestial equator. So while Orion is moving, there are stories about Orion moving through different zodiacs, through different star alignments, through different constellations, right? Our ancestors made up stories about that. Anu, the god of the Anunnaki, is Orion. Simple. Keep that in your head. Keep that in your head. Ain't no aliens popping out, just ancestors. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. Roll the coin. What I do with that other receipt? Come on. Okay. The true shepherd of Anu, Orion. Do you see that? Let's go back to the teaching. Let's go back. The true shepherd of Anu is Orion. Let's go back to the sky. Who is Orion? Let's go back to the sky. There you go right there. Roll the coin. Now, give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? My phone ring. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Roll the coin. The true shepherd of Anu is Orion. You see that? Right there. There go Anu. There go your God right there. There go your God. There go your deity. There go your mythology right there. Orion. There go your alien right there. There go your alien. Anu coming back. Yeah, he coming. Yeah. When the star align again, it's when Anu coming back. Only time. Roll the coin. Now, you see this? You see this? Second quarter, third quarter. You see that? You see that? First quarter. You see that? Third. You see that? The different quarters with the cross. This is the cross. This is the earth cross. See the 4 different quarters? 3 different zodiacs in every quarter. A story come about a scorpion in this quarter. A story come about Pharaoh in this quarter. A story come out about Taurus in this quarter. A story come out about, who is that, Aquarius? The water in this quarter. Let's go back to the Mississippians. Let's go back to the Mississippians. See, our artifacts are so old, they put dots and crosses. But Samaria and Egypt was so newer than us that they used the whole zodiac. They had already mapped it out. I mean, they had already put animals to stars, right? Our shit so old, we ain't even put animals to stars. We just got dots and crosses. I'm finna show you. You see the 4 different quadrants, right? I want y'all to remember that. The 4 different quadrants. 3 zodiacs apiece, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 zodiacs. 1 in the first quarter. 3 in the first quarter. 3 in the second quarter. 3 in the third. 3 in the fourth, which equals 12 zodiacs. Different quarters tell different stories from the stars of our ancestors. Now let me show you the Mississippi one. If I can find it, I should have put it in here first. Here you go right here, people. There you go right there. You see what I'm talking about? 3 different quarters, earth cross, 3 zodiacs, 3 zodiacs, 3, 12 zodiacs, 1 first quarter, second quarter, third, fourth. Same shit. Who older though? We is. Because we ain't even got the animals up there. By the time it get to Samaria and Egypt, it had already evolved thousands of years. Now we putting the zodiac up there. With the zodiac stories going across the goddamn equator of the cross of the earth. This ain't no Native American teaching. This is my ancestor teaching. So when I see it in Samaria, just because it's newer don't mean I can't explain it, bro. It's the same. Once you understand it, you can't never forget it. Roll the corn. These ain't no aliens, big dog. This come out of mound. Right in Ohio. This motherfucker ain't fall out the sky. Somebody lived on the planet with this knowledge. And they ain't get it from nobody. They got it from studying the stars for 26,000 years. Y'all ain't gonna take that away from my people. Y'all can sit there and say Tiamat and Pharaoh and goddamn. I'm gonna show you who all the ass is. Roll the corn. Samaria's got the 4 quadrants with 3 zodiacs in every quadrant. Mississippians got it too. Because when they look up in the sky, when you look up in the sky, 3 zodiacs right here, 3 zodiacs here, 3 here, 3 here. Depending on where Orion is, that's what we talking about. Right here. Right here. Lining right here is in this zodiac. Lining right here is in this zodiac. Now you're starting to get it. People starting to get it now. You're going to be able to read this shit in a minute. You're going to be able to read it in a minute. Hold on, let me get one more receipt. Let me get one more receipt. Don't go nowhere. Roll the corn. Read it in a minute. Hold on, let me get one more receipt. Let me get one more receipt. Don't go nowhere. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? Earth cross. Galactic cross. Earth cross. Galactic cross. Zodiacs. See the zodiacs around it? Roll the corn. Same teaching. There goes Scorpio right there. There goes Scorpio. They go a new right there. That's a new right there. that's Osiris right there. It's the same shit. Roll the corn. This is just the old form of it. Ain't no earth cross. There you go. What? Okay, ain't no earth cross, big dog. You Moorish piece of shit. Roll the corn. There go the red right there. What they say about the red, big dog? What they say about the red cross? Hold on. What they say? Hold on. Let me find the receipt. That's the earth cross, bro. That's the galactic cross, bro. Roll the corn. This became Hebrew. This became Hebrew. Talking about ain't no earth cross. Ain't no, you a damn lie. Talking about, and your name Moorish. See, y'all like to hide our history. That's why you on here doing it, bro. You can't hide it. Not from the truth. It's the sun's path, the solar cross. Oh, it's the solar cross, huh? Roll the corn, okay. We ain't listening to your ass, boy. Get your ass out of here. Okay, this the solar cross? Huh? It's the solar cross, huh? Roll the corn. Let's keep going. That's what he say. Solar cross, huh? Okay. Where the sun at? You see the sun in here, big dog? Where the sun at? The sun always there anyway, but where is it in this depiction? It's all star work, big dog. It's all star work. now, see, what you don't understand is more. What you don't understand is more. Different times of year is different agriculture seasons, right? It ain't about the sun. It's about all of it together. If the sun on the line was Sirius and the Pleiades and Aldebaran, it ain't gonna matter. The sun ain't nothing but another star to them people, to the ancestors, right? It's just an identifying marker. It's it's the biggest identifying marker. But you got to understand, all this stuff got to align. All of it got to align for it to be magical and for it to mean something. Let's keep going. Now, let's get into the stories, right? The Epic of Gilgamesh, with a single star sign, the Zodiac does form an excellent backdrop for telling the story. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a star going through the Zodiac, forms an excellent backdrop for telling the story. Ain't no sun in this story right here. They talk about a star going across the celestial, the Earth cross, going around the Zodiac. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about a star going around the Zodiac. And I'm going to show you that. There are clear references to constellations in the Zodiac, as well as to others which are directly next to the Zodiac. To illustrate this, above is the Babylonian star chart based on Mol-Apin, right? Tablets, as reconstructed by Gavin White in his book, Babylonian Star Lore, right? Now let me show y'all something. This is what Billy Carson be talking about right here. He always talking about the Enuma Elish. He try to sound smart when he talking about it. I was reading the Enuma Elish and the alien story just popped out of the Enuma Elish. Enuma Elish ain't nothing. Billy Carson. See, this is why you got to stop doing this shit. The Enuma Elish is a story. It's Enlil over on the northern hemisphere, Inky on the southern hemisphere. A story of star alignments told in story form. That's all the Enuma Elish is, Billy Carson. Quit trying to make it sound like you so damn intelligent. Stop trying to make it sound like you in there breaking the code in the tomb and finding out some shit don't nobody know. All it is a star going through the Zodiacs, and they telling a story about it, which became the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I'm finna break down. Tell your people the truth, bro. This ain't no fucking alien knowledge. This knowledge got a whole lot to do with agriculture, though. Let's keep going. See how the Moors try to make it sun worship. This ain't no sun worship. It's sun worship. This ain't no damn sun worship. You hunter-gatherer. Who taught you that? Not truth. The Epic of Gilgamesh, Inkys Death, is a direct consequence of the hero's actions against the bull of heaven sent by the goddess Ishtar as revenge. Enkidu in the underworld. Hold on, let me show y'all something before I get started so you can understand it. Before I get started, let me show you something. Hold on. I gotta give you the real background. Hold on, so you can understand where I'm coming from. Roll the coin. Hold on. Inky is associated with the southern constellation of stars. Inky is associated with the southern constellation of stars, which is the underworld. Y'all hear me? Inky is associated with the southern constellation of stars, which is the underworld. Now, Enlil is associated with the northern stars, constellations, which is so-called the earth, the wind, some type of heaven, right? Roll the coin. You see, northern part of the sky, meaning the stars in the northern part of the sky were considered to be under his domain, Enlil. The stars in the southern part of the sky is in Inkys domain. And Anu is Orion along the celestial equator. You get it now? You break that into 4 different quadrants, 3 different zodiacs. Now you're cooking. Roll the coin. Now let's go back. Let's go back to the story. Inkys Death is direct consequence of the hero's action against the bull of heaven. Okay. Enkidu going into the underworld. See that? When the stars of Inky goes under this celestial equator, he is in the underworld. The death of the bull of heaven. You see that? So they're talking about the light and the dark side. The upper stars is considered the light. This is considered the underworld. Let's go back and look at the story again. Against the bull of heaven. Inkys Death. Inkys Death comes when he reaches the underworld. Defeat the bull of heaven. The bull of heaven goes to the underworld. That means it got defeated. There you go right there. Death of the bull of heaven. You see that? Hanaba. Defeat Hanaba. Defeat the bull of heaven in the underworld. Okay. Let's keep going. While they are depicted as fierce creatures and potential obstacles, there is no record of a specific Annunaki deity fighting them at the gate. But watch this. The sacred gate, guardians, right? The sacred gate, Mesopotamian mythology, scorpion. Scorpions at the sacred gate. Let's go find it. Let's go find it. It ain't hard. Scorpion. Scorpion man guards the sacred gate. You see that? Where the aliens at? They're Scorpio, big dog. Huh? Where in the hell is the aliens? These are sophisticated people's story talking about a story from a star alignment. And hunter-gatherers did not understand it. So they made this an alien, that an alien, everybody a damn alien. Let's keep going. Right? Enlil considers killing Gilgamesh and Enkidu for killing Hanbaba and the bull of heaven. Gilgamesh and Enkidu are Gemini twins. They are the Gemini twins. Watch this. The great twins. Gilgamesh and Gilgamesh and Enkidu kill the bull. They defeat Hanbaba and they kill the bull of heaven. Star alignment is in the sky moving around, people. Stories of stars. Star stories. Star Wars. Star Wars. Now, young Pharaoh, you a genius, bro. But I saw a video you on there talking about how people talk about we we came from the stars. The Naga, the Egyptian, Sumerian. They did not say that, bro. That's a fucking lie. That ain't what they said. The knowledge came from stars. We mapped them out from the planet. We didn't come from there. We just mapped it out. Roll the coin. Gemini is Enki doing Gilgamesh. They kill Hanaba in the bull of heaven, going around. You see it? That's what we're talking about. That's where these people's story come from, right? They kill Hanaba in the bull of heaven. Enkidu must die. Enkidu comes into the underworld and he dies, right? That's what they trying to tell you. Stars. Let's keep going. Hanbaba, the monstrous guardian of the cedar forest in the Epic of Gilgamesh. He is linked to the Pleiades star cluster. You see that? Hanbaba is linked to the Pleiades. Let's go back and look at the map. Let's go back to the old map. The old map gonna tell the truth. Hanbaba, 7 sisters, Pleiades. See, the map gonna tell the truth. See, you can't, the stars gonna tell you the truth. See, all the other shit, mythology. Your ancestors will tell you the star alignments, right? All the other shit, garbage, trash, garbage juice smoothie. Get you a cup and drink off the back of the garbage truck. Garbage, mythology. We didn't literally do it to do that. We literally trying to tell the story of stars. We understood that in our DNA, and hunter-gatherers did not. So anybody trying to teach these are actual aliens coming back to save you, flying out the sky on comets and shit, lost. So lost. They around here got copper all upside their head. They got copper, they got tattoos all seeing that on their face. They wearing big ass obsidian and don't even know the basics, bro. Just out here trying to look enlightened. Fuck looking enlightened. The brain got to get enlightened. You can walk around and look like Ramses the Third all you fucking want. But if you don't know these stars, you don't know nothing. I'm telling you right now. You can walk around here with copper and all the minerals and you can get out there and say you the Hebrew Israelite and point at the kids. And you can do all of that. But if you don't know what your ancestors really were teaching, you can call yourself any deity you want to call yourself. But now that I showed y'all all of that, this is where thought teachings come from. This is where thought teachings come. This is where Osiris, Haru, all these teachings come from the sky. Now you're starting to understand it. All of it is star constellation stories. All of it. Jesus is a star constellation story from ancient melanated people. I just got to tell it the way it is, bro. Roll the coin. And that's the way we must look at it from now on out. We can't give it a God power. We give it a knowledgeable power. They turned it into God's power. We used it for survival of our and people's power. Knowledgeable power going through decades and centuries. Somebody in the chat said, I want all my money back from them Annunaki niggas. Get your money back. Tell them niggas to refund you your money right now. Send me the nigga name so I can tag them. Give me that bread, boy. Send that bread back to my people. We trying to eat good dinner tonight on Friday. No refunds, right, Rashad? No refunds. Oh, shit. See, it wasn't me. Y'all ain't gonna blame me for that shit. I ain't do it. I did not do it. Take that shit over there. I ain't charged. Roll the call. I ain't in it. My name been in it, and I ain't in it. Roll the call. They keep going. I want $19.99 for my Annunaki books. You're going to come into the class and learn $19.99 every 30. Get the hell out of here, bro. You're going to try to charge your people for a mythology story about your own people? Y'all that poor? I come from the poorest state, and I ain't that damn poor. God damn. I come from Mississippi. It be niggas on New York up there pimping. New Jersey, all up there where the money at. Roll the call. It's you Moors, man. It's something up with y'all, boy, man. Something going on out here, man. Y'all out here trying to get money. Roll the call. At the expense of your own people. Right? Hanaba, Pleiades star cluster, right? This shit is wild out here, baby. Murdoch and Ra, right? Marduk, they related, associated, creation and kingship. So Marduk is the representation of Ra in Sumerian knowledge. See what I'm saying? It's the same teaching, bro. Different name, different deities, but it's the same star alignment for agriculture. All right, let's keep going. Right? Now, Tiamat is often referred to as the goddess of the salt sea, and her name is derived from the word Tiamtum, meaning sea, right? Tiamat is the primordial waters, people. That's all she is. That's all she is, the primordial waters, Tiamat. That shit, they talk about that. They got Tiamat deities in Mexico too, but I'll get into this. It's in America, Tiamat deities in America. I'll get into that later. We're going to stay over here in Samaria, right? See, I'll get deep on this shit, but I'm going to stay where we at, and I'm going to get into that later. But Tiamat, in the creation story, you have a primordial water receding over the primordial land. Then you get the primordial mound. So Tiamat is a representation of the sea, salt sea, the ocean pulling back off of the first lands, the creation story. Not an alien. No. Same story the Egyptians got. Primordial water come back, primordial land dries, primordial mound, creation of our people. That's the real story they're trying to tell you. So when they talk about Tiamat, they're talking about the salt sea, the chaotic waters of the ocean receding off of the land, right? I'm going to get into that another day. That's a deep teaching. We got some Tiamat shit going on in Mexico too. See what I'm saying? That's going to break a whole nother code. I ain't got all the receipts together. Okay, we're going to stick with the Anunnaki. The term pharaoh holds relevance in the context of the Anunnaki and their connection to agriculture in ancient Mesopotamian in a couple of ways, right? Sumerian agriculture and pharaoh irrigation, right? The Sumerians who worshiped the Anunnaki gods developed a sophisticated system of agriculture that included irrigation techniques like furrow irrigation. Furrow irrigation involves creating long, narrow channels, furrows, guiding water across the fields to irrigate the crops. The Sumerians used plows. We all know them plows came from here. Egypt called Timeri the land of the plow. Am I lying? Go look it up. Sometime with the attachment to drop seeds directly into the furrows that they were creating. Now let's go back to the star map. The furrow is like the mother, right? Some type of mother goddess. That's what a furrow ended up being, right? Let's go back to the Sumerian map. They're going to furrow right there. Hold on. Furrow on here somewhere. I know I ain't tripping. Right there. Furrow. Furrow. There she go. See, she got some agriculture in her hands. She got some corn or some wheat, or she got something growing right there. You see that? Furrow right here. Furrow is Virgo. Furrow is Virgo. Virgo is the virgin. The virgin land. Okay. Furrow is a representation of land that hasn't been plowed. So it ain't never been touched. It's the first time we plowing it. See, hunter-gatherers use the nasty mind, while knowledgeable people are using the earth and the plow to teach about agriculture to feed people. Hunter-gatherers trying to say the furrow is the virgin humping on something. See, all that erection and all this, the opulence is a thing. No, man. Stop all that shit, hunter-gatherers. We too knowledgeable to just be sitting here just teaching about some bullshit. Yeah, man. Yeah. I hit it with the mule and the plow and the furrow, the Virgo, the virgin, all that shit. See, it's perverted thinking of a hunter-gatherer. It ain't the knowledge. Right? Furrow is digging in the ground to put the seed in there, breaking new ground to put the seed in there to roll the crops. Virgo is the virgin. That's where you get the Virgin Mary from. Now, Virgo is the virgin. That's where you down the line, going through history. Now this turns into the Virgin Mary. Watch this. Watch this. Let me get a receipt. Watch this. The Virgin Mary. Watch this. Watch this. Let me get a receipt. Watch this. Watch this. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Roll the coin. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Roll the coin. The creator, the mother goddess, she is creating agriculture. Coming back from furrow through Virgo, which is the virgin. Now you have the Virgin Mary. It's often associated with the zodiac sign Virgo. You starting to see it? Or you starting to see the truth? Or you starting to see the truth? The truth is the truth, bro. See, this resonates in our soul right here. We can feel this. We ain't got to force this knowledge. I ain't got to try to sell it. I ain't got to do none of it. This is what enlightens our people back into enlightenment. Because you have to understand all parts of this. You have to understand all parts of this to get back there, right? Give me a 2 if y'all hear me. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. It says lagging, the live lagging. Y'all got me? Y'all hear me? Okay. That's Virgo, right? Furrow is Virgo. Creation story. Just like ISIS. Same type of stuff. All this stuff go together. Let's keep going. Now, where was I at? Okay, right here. Furrow. Yep. Let me see. Advanced agricultural techniques include the use of furrow for planting and irrigation. That's why they got the goddess called Furrow. In ancient corn cultivation, farmers often use technique known as furrowing, or creating shallow trenches in the soil for planting Corn. This practice allows several advantages. Row planting or corn planting, corn crop planting. Create straight lines using a stick and a hoe, right? Fertilization. A second shallow furrow could be created alongside the seed furrow to hold fertilization. That's fire, right? And heel planting. Heel planting, circular furrows can be made in which plant the seeds. Some of the mounds in America have heel planting going up the spiral of the mound, like in Arkansas, like the Toltec mounds, right? Let's keep going. Gift from the gods, people. Corn. Gift from the God. But let's keep going. The plow in Mesopotamian agriculture. Give me a 2. My phone ringing. Phone be blowing up while I'm on here, man. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Let's get it back. Y'all hear me? The plow in Mesopotamian agriculture. The plow was a crucial invention in ancient Mesopotamia. But Mesopotamia didn't invent the plow. The promised land, Timeri, who invented the plow. That's why Egypt called it the ancestral land, the land of the plow. Right? Allowing for the cultivation of larger fields, increased food production. Sumerian texts mention and depict the use of the plow in their agricultural practices. It is noted in vital technology that helped facilitate the development of civilizations in the region of the Fertile Crescent. Now, our people took this shit over there. Now, check this out. Zachariah Sitchin, snitching, reported Annunaki extraterrestrial beings who genetically engineered early humans to be slave race. See, that's bullshit. Don't y'all believe that shit? A white boy in the 1900s told you your ancestor was slaves with a slave race? Not true, man. Come on, man. He just looking at the information, making shit up. At this point, writing books that don't make no sense. Right? Some skeptics admit that ancient Sumerian texts may include some unusually sounding beliefs, because these beliefs did not come from that area. They think it's mostly because they lived in a time before people had a sophisticated understanding of things like floods, astronomy, animals, and other parts of life. Now, Zachariah Sitchin took that and made it into aliens. No, these were more advanced humans than other beings that taught them, and they took it as if, when they read it, it's some type of alien race, but it's really the race of the earth, the most ancient race on the planet, who know all of the knowledge of the planet and the stars and agriculture. Ain't no aliens, big dog. Just Americans. That's it. That's it. They didn't understand about the floods, astronomy, stars, the animals, and other parts of life. They didn't understand it. We did. They didn't understand it. Right? That's what happened. Now, roll the corn. Now I'm going to get into some old books talking about corn on the wall in Egypt and Samaria and shit. Right? Now, the tomb of Neket seems to be nearest to the sources, right? Tomb 38, a whole wall is dedicated to the harvest, people. Dedicated to the harvest. In the lowest register, the agriculture scenes are repeated with some variations. In the top register, men are measuring the standing corn. See that? Tomb of Neket, Tomb 38, men are measuring how tall the corn is in Egypt on the wall. We got you. Let's keep going. Tomb of the kid, corn on the wall, right? Right? Now, Nineveh. Yes, Nineveh was indeed one of the oldest and most important cities in ancient Mesopotamia. Ancient Mesopotamia, right? These are one of the first cities in Mesopotamia. I would get into Nimrod, but I ain't going to do that today. Ancient Mesopotamia said it was built by Nimrod and some more people who was coming to, But Nimrod connects back to South America, and that's another story. But I'll do that another time. But Nineveh is one of the first cities in Mesopotamia. This was built. This was built by melanated people. There were no aliens. They knew agriculture and structure building and astronomy, right? Nineveh. Roll the corn. Now, Nineveh. Here we go. One of the oldest cities in Mesopotamia. Nineveh. Babylonian maze, as Marsh reads. Right? Here we go. The corn of Nineveh is seen growing in uniform rows. This is Nineveh. This artifact has never been shown in real life. It's deep in a museum. They won't even show it. This artifact is in the Middle East in a museum. They will not show it. I researched this thing right here for years. I never found the real picture of it, but it exists. It's in a museum in the Middle East. But they don't let you take no pictures of it. You can't take no pictures of it. Ain't nobody getting no videos of it. Ain't none of that going on. Because a lot of people, this thing has been hidden. This thing was made in, they ain't even got the damn date on this thing, bro. It's BC times, though. 900 BC, somewhere, it's way back. This thing is thousands of years old. They're not going to show it. The corn of Nineveh is growing in person in uniform rows on the Nineveh corn tablets. This is called the Nineveh corn tablet. See that? There you go right there. Nineveh corn tablets above. You see armies out there protecting the cornfield. Because this is a value in their time. Corn. The Nineveh corn tablet talks about the debt of people owing people corn, people. The Nineveh corn tablet is talking about corn debt. Because corn was once currency in these places, right? Corn debt. It's just like a drug hitting an area everybody want it. You got to protect it with the army. You got to protect it with the army, bro. Everybody want the corn. It's feeding families and building civilizations on that side of the world. We had already built our civilizations off our corn over here in America, people. Now you see the difference. Number one food source that built up civilizations. Right? I want y'all to know this stuff really exists. This ain't no mythology. This stuff real. Real people growing corn in Mesopotamia. It don't supposed to be there, people. Now they talking about this is a pine cone. That's corn, man. That's maize. They made it look like a pine cone throughout history, but that's corn. That's hidden knowledge. No damn pine cone feed nobody. Who you ever seen eat a pine cone? That pine cone ain't worth a damn. There ain't no pineal gland. Ain't no pineal gland if you can't feed your body. What the hell is a pineal if I ain't ate nothing? Roll the corn. Now this is the Sumerian 8-point star. This is the Sumerian 8-point star. Earth cross, galactic cross. But what I want y'all to look at is this. This is what I want y'all to look at. Take the X out of this. Take the X out. Look at this. Look at the circle in the middle of it with this. You see that? This is in Samaria. These are Sumerian artifacts. You see that? Don't look at the X in the circle. We all know that's Mississippian in the old Mick. We know that. But watch this. This cross with the circle. Watch this right here. Whoa! Whoa! Let's go back. Just look at this. The kingship. This is a kingship symbol. The real royal families. This what they don't want to teach you right here. This that gangster shit right here. Yeah, this that gangster shit. This that shit gonna crack the internet right here. The King's List. Okay. I can't think of the name of this right. This is called but it got something to do with the kingship, the royalty of ancient culture, right? This got something to do with the royalty of ancient culture, right? This symbol. Right here. I want y'all to look at that. Just the cross with the circle. That's all I want you to look at. The X is all of it put together, but this is the first people. The first people just got the cross with the circle. That's where the knowledge come from. That's why they say Hebrew. The first Hebrews had the cross. The earth cross. The earth cross. The galactic cross. The earth cross are the first people to put the knowledge out. That's why they call them the first Hebrews. There you go right there. There you go right there. There you go right there. These are the ancestors of them people over there, bro. Right on the Mississippi River. Bro, y'all can stop, bro. Y'all can stop, bro. I'm telling y'all. Stop while you ahead, because I got way more receipts. I just be giving y'all the receipts just don't make me go pull out that old shit with this all over them. Don't make me do that. Listen. Let me show y'all something. Let me put that back up there. Hold on. Let me put that back up there. Put that back up there. Let me show y'all something. I just want y'all to know this one thing. When it goes into who is older and what was going on first, the symbolism tells the truth. Because all of them was reading the stars. But some of them will get more advanced because some of the Mississippian so damn old, he using the old symbols. Why is it right here? Mississippi is so old, he using the first symbols. He using the first symbols of knowledgeable astronomers on the planet. The North American mound builder is using the oldest symbolism on the planet. Let me show you. Where they receive that? Okay. The North American mound builder is using the oldest symbolism. You see that? On the planet. Let's get on. I ain't through. He is using the oldest symbolism on the Mississippian is using the oldest symbolism on the planet. All we can do is read the symbolism. That's all they left for us to break, right? Let me find the other receipt. Hold on. Roll the coin. Go back to that. I don't want y'all to stop looking at that. The Mississippian and the mound builder is used in the oldest symbolism. I want to show y'all one more receipt about that. Now let me show y'all this. I got to show you this too. Look at that. See that? See that cross? The earth cross on the top of the mound? Let's keep going. See, all this stuff go together. It's just evolving over different time frames, right? Now you got the Sumerian with the earth cross and the galactic cross, and he advanced with the plow, right? But it started way before him. Now let me go get this symbolism before I show y'all the rest of the receipt. I gotta show y'all this to make you understand what I'm trying to say. I gotta show it to you. Roll the coin, put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. We almost there. Hold on. We almost there. The Tav. Early Hebrew, Middle Hebrew. So anywhere it go, if you're using the X, if you are using the X, you are after these people. Sumerians got both of these put together. So therefore, they middle. Egypt got the X also. The Olmecs got the X also. Who has the early Hebrew symbol? Who has that? Who has the early symbol? Before the X was even invented. Right? Roll the coin. That's one of them. That's Mississippian. That's Mississippian. I just got a book I had some receipts in too. Just got a book I had some receipts in. Here we go right here. Mississippian pottery. Mississippian pottery. You see that? That's the first royalty symbol on the planet. These are the real royalty. All that old, listen to me, y'all. All that old, this French dude wearing a goddamn necklace in there talking to a motherfucker in the 1950s, ain't no goddamn royalty. The fuck? Listen to me, bro. I hate to keep doing this to these people, bro, but every time I see some knowledge, it just burns me up. You trying to prove that Inca, which were kings from France, is the royalty of the world? Boy, this shit go back. Boy, that was in the, boy, listen to me, boy. Boy, this shit go back to the dirt. Now y'all laughing at dude now, ain't you? Y'all laughing at dude. Dude is teaching what he want to teach. But dude, them ain't the royal families, my baby. You my baby. When we go back to the mound builders 10,000 years ago on the Mississippi River, them the kings. That's where the bloodline of the kings started at. When we try to tell my people no motherfucking French assimilated Inca man is the goddamn, man, hell no. What the fuck? A Spanish Inca man who took over the Inca is the king, is the bloodline of the black nobility. No. Ain't no way. Boy, that noble blood go back to the planet. You ain't gonna trace it all the way up to no 15 or 1600 with no fucking Spaniard. That's impossible. What the hell? These the kings. Everything they created became everything that is today. Coming from that Mississippi red clay dirt. Took their ass to Samaria and rolled the coin That's why they talking about the king's list in Samaria, because that bloodline come from here. Now do you understand it? They're talking about the king's list in Egypt because that bloodline, their ancestors come from the land of Vega, the land of pomegranates and citron trees in the promised land. Right over here. Y'all walking around the southeast with the kings, the most ancient royal blood on the face of the earth in your motherfucking veins right now. Because it started right under your feet. Ain't no nobility come from no Europe and Africa. The nobility come from the first agriculture people. Earth's nature's chosen people are the nobility of the planet. Just because you got a crown and a necklace don't make you noble. These are the bloodlines coming from the earth that created this ancient knowledge that built mounds up into pyramids and Tartarian-style buildings. Now, Europe and Africa figured this out a long time ago. While they over there talking about some in the Da Vinci Code, talking about we try to trace down the blood of Jesus. Nah, you can't trace that down. You can trace down the blood of the people who created the star alignment that Jesus was assimilated off of. That's what you can trace down. And when they traced it down, get where it led them to. Wasn't Egypt. When Samaria traced that blood down right back over here to the Mississippi River. "75% of that bloodline stayed on the land, people. 25% became Cretans and Sumerians and Indus Valley and Cushites. Them our bloodline too. Don't get it fucked up. Them our people too. 75% of the blood stayed on the land. Who do you think are these mound builders they fighting? The Creeks they fighting. The Choctaws they fighting. Where they bloodline come from? Them ain't Africans. Those are descendants of the people who stayed on the land, but those are descendants of the people who created the astronomy way before them. Think about it. Every other place on the world is trying to tell us somebody came to their land with teachings. We ain't got that story. Where our Atlantean story at? We ain't got no Atlantean story about nobody coming and teaching. Our teachers from the land. Roll the corn, man. Egypt got a teaching of Atlantean. Sumerians got a teaching of some type of Atlantean. China, Indus Valley, everybody. We ain't got that teaching because we are the Atlanteans. We are the Hebrew. The Hebrew. We are nature's chosen people. Now you understand it? We are walking around here right now with the oldest, most royal blood on the face of this motherfucking earth, bro. Right in Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Ohio, Michigan, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, the Carolinas, Virginia, all the way up to Milwaukee and Detroit. These niggas got the oldest bloodline on the face of the earth. Why you think they making something out of nothing still to this day? Bro, they put us in the hood. We start rapping. We start doing vlogs. And next thing you know, we riding in the Rolls Royce faster than the cracker who mama gave him $1 million. How you think we can do that shit? Huh? How you think we know the truth now, born in the poorest area in Jackson, Mississippi, living with 13 siblings in a 2-bedroom house, grow up and acquire all this knowledge from my grandmama teaching me coming up. I grew up and just acquired knowledge. We them people. No matter what you do to us, you can't stop us, bro. You can stop an African. You can stop them. I'm telling you. Go over there and press them. They stoppable. They can scam and do a lot of scamming and shit and get some money. But boy, we unstoppable. If y'all gonna look at it in monetary value or saying our people couldn't come from nothing to have something, that's a lie. We unstoppable. They never thought our people still have land, our people still have beautiful families and land and crops and house and mansions. And them people did not think after they done what they done, we were still gonna be here living well. And they still hate it to this day. They wanted to break us, people. They wanted to break us. They wanted us to not have nothing forever. They wanted us to turn into Africa. That's what they wanted. They wanted us to turn into Africa because they had already civilized Africa and broke them people. We ain't turning into that. We really nature's God's chosen people. You can't really stop us, bro, from doing nothing, really. We too talented. We too sharp. Because our people evolve in what they are interested in. See, whatever you're interested in, you're going to evolve in it. If you want to sell dope, we're going to learn how to sell dope to the fullest. I'm sorry. I just got to tell it the way it is. Whatever we put our mind to, we become a monster in it. When we lock in, it's over. Y'all gonna have to take us to jail, bro. That's all y'all gonna have to do. And then as you can do. When we lock back in on our ancient history, just like we locked in on the other shit, it's over. Y'all see what I'm saying? Once we lock in on the truth, it's over, baby. Y'all gonna have to move around real quick. So instead of you Hebrew Israelites screaming at the youngins, stop screaming at them. They put in a bad position. Talk to them as if you are them. Because you ought to know they struggle if you are an older melanated person. That's the only way you can do it. Don't scold them for sagging and carrying choppers. And this is the new culture of their kind. All these young guys got fullies. Ain't nothing new about it. We know this shit. You got to come at them the same way you felt when you were 16 in the South. Then you chop it up with them people. But don't point the finger at them. It ain't all their fault. Now, a powerful man can make himself get out of this type of environment. But everybody ain't got no powerful man, bro. Everybody is not empowered. They don't have the fuel to take on day-to-day bullshit like other people can. Everybody ain't built the same. We know the truth now probably could take some shit that a younger melanated man can't take. Back at the same age, right? We all different. But at the same time, we have to understand that when it grows, if we grow our love and culture back on our people, they will become more powerful. But right now they feeling like don't nobody care about them. Don't nobody say nothing, don't nobody care. Shoot the whole block up. Don't nobody care. Instead of pointing a finger at me like I'm a bad guy. Police, older people, your own people pointing your finger at you. What you gonna do? Everybody turn their back on you. Ain't no love, right? Love and culture takes our people a long way, bro. Think about it. Love and culture take our people a long way. A little love and a little culture take our people the right way. The right man walking up like, bro, what's up, man? What going on, man? Look here, man. Come talk to me, man. All that old acting like you're scared of them and shit, all walking around them and looking at them all funny, you're scared of them, your own damn people. That's when they gonna rob your ass. Don't be scared of them. Them your people. You walking around all scared, trying to get away out the YN way. Excuse me. And bring your ass here and break your pockets, man. Come on, man. But you acknowledge them people, look them people in the eye, bro. You been here before where they at, they gonna feel you. I'm telling you. But all that dodging and faking and shaking and all that faking and they peeping bullshit from the door. Them they gonna tear your mouth out. The same way, if you see an animal, you see a dog and you start running, he gonna chase your ass. You stand up to him like, hold on, motherfucker. The dog gonna respect you. You gonna think about it then, like, oh, they might have something hurt me. You just gotta stand your ground and talk to your people, man. That's it. Don't point the finger at them for everything bad. So if it's a Hebrew Israelite in the chat, I want to talk to one of y'all today, man. I got some questions for y'all. Any Hebrew Israelite in the chat, I got some questions, bro. Cause y'all be attacking these young cats, bro. Y'all can't attack them cats like that, bro. Y'all was out here doing the same thing they were doing. But y'all probably had a 38 and they got a M16. It's the same shit, though. He just got more power. Right? Stop acting like y'all ain't never been in the shoes of these people, bro. I hate that. Come on, man. I don't blame them. I got me some too. Roll the coin. But at the same time, it's not for us to judge nobody. All we can do is try to tell these kids why you are in this predicament. Why are you in this predicament, bro? Our history put us in this predicament. Our history in America put us in these bad predicaments. We're not in the hood for no reason. We was forced there. The other areas cost too much to live. The other areas got more jobs. The other areas got way more things than we have in the areas where we grew up at. Right? So I just want y'all to know that. Explain to these YNs why the area where we live in is the way it is, bro. And they might understand you more. Some of these kids ain't got no parents. They starving, bro. They just running the street all day. You don't know these people's background. You can't judge them. We are not here to judge, bro. Christians, religious people judge. That's not for us. I'm not judging nobody. I don't care what they do. It's not my job. But my job is to explain to my people why things are the way they are so they can make their own mind up about their own future and what are the obstacles that are in the way of them getting to a better space in life. Right? That's all we can do, man. Break the code of the beast. Stop living like them other people. Stop letting material things control your actions. Have patience. Work hard. Acquire knowledge. Knowledge can get you out of any situation. So while you stuck in the hood and the gunshots going off, you got to be acquiring knowledge at the same time. Don't let your environment break. Don't let your environment break you mentally. Don't let it do it. That's what's happening. The environment is breaking us mentally. Ignorance and we want all the Gucci and Louis and all of that. The environment is breaking us. But once we break that off of us, once we break that beat, that's the mark of the beast, bro. Selfishness, no love for your own people, putting materials over your own kind, not being virtuous to your own people, that is the real mark of the beast. They always had it. They always cut throat at their mama and auntie and daddy and sister. We start living around them and we start doing it. They gave us their mark, but we can get it off of us. They can't. It's in their DNA to have a mark. We ain't got to accept the mark. We can change today because we know better. In our spirit, we know better from birth. Certain things don't even play. It's in your DNA, bro. Have y'all ever done something that you know you shouldn't have done, bro, and you feel it? Have you ever been like, damn, I just hit the neighbor dog. He ain't dead, but I hit his ass, and I rolled off, and I'm feeling bad about this shit. I hit the dog, like, oh, shit. Damn, I ain't kill him, did it? Shit, I'm trying to get to work. But that shit is on your mind. You know you supposed to stop and told the neighbor, damn, I done hit your dog, bro. Just a simple shit like that. That shit is in our soul for us to know that shit was wrong. We already born with it. And nobody got to tell us this shit was wrong. And nobody got to get in our face. We already know, like, hit the dog. Damn, I was wrong for that shit. That's how it's in our spirit. It's already in us. That shit wrong. Right? They ain't got that, bro. Them folks will mow your dog over and keep riding and laugh about this shit, bro. I hit Truth now, dog. Shit, he dead. I'm going to wipe the blood off my truck. And I ain't going to never tell him I killed him. They got the mark. Ain't no love, ain't no emotions, none of that, bro. They are making us the same way. The way they want to hurt us and put us on the tree and shoot us up, they put that same energy on us and stuffed us in the hood, bro. Now we out here like them. We got to break their mark. We got to break that. They want to hurt us. That's what we got. That's where we got that from. Before they came, we never wanted to hurt each other. Never. I even heard about the dude came from Spain down there making Florida tribes beef against each other, bro. Read about that. So they lowered us into judgment as sinners, made us hate each other, made us judge each other, made us think we are better than the next person of our culture, made us look down on each other because we might have a little more than the next person. That's what they do. That's the mark. Well, we got all these people on the internet talking about the mark of the beast is coming. It's already here, bro. The mark of the beast came when them ships landed on the damn water. Because it was already over there in Europe and Africa. They've been killing and hanging and burning people over there. Been doing it. They want us to tie our shirts up tight and pull our pants all the way up to your stomach and see what I'm saying? That's their culture. If we don't do that, they call us ghetto. Right? We ghetto, we ratchet. No, we're not ghetto and ratchet. That is our culture, motherfucker. Simple. Stop trying to change our culture. Roll the corn. Now, we come here with a three-piece suit on and just killed our whole family, looking all, hair all slicked back. Oh, he looks nice, like he looks like he, and you just murk your whole family, but you got the suit on at work. That's y'all culture. See what I'm saying? You have to understand that once we break that, we good, bro. Once we break that, we good, bro. Let me show y'all something from yesterday. I'm gonna get this to you before I move on, before I move around, right? I hope this is receipt. Hold on. Roll the corn. Hold on. Now, do what I want y'all to understand. All the way from ancient culture. The Ma'at teachings. The concept of the golden rule. This is the same golden rule that Buddha got. The same golden rule that Ptah of the Egyptians had. Same rule within all these cultures. It all come from Ma'at. See, they try to tell you all these different cultures, but they got the same damn teaching. Why Ptah got the golden rule? Principles of Ptah. Why Buddha got the golden rule? Huh? Why the American Indian got the golden rule? Why Egyptians got it? Sumerians got the golden rule. The first ones. Not the assimilated ones, not the ones mixed, but the first ones. The principle emphasizes treating others as one would like to be treated. This is your culture. This is your damn culture right here. That's in the rules of Ma'at. That's Ma'at teachings. We heard that all our life. We didn't know where it come from. That's where it come from right there. Your ancestors are already... See, hunter-gatherers think ancestors ain't teach how to do shit the right way. Ain't no 10 Commandments. Ain't no principles of ain't no Ma'at. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of all that stuff in the Bible. That ain't where it originated from, you damn fool. They took Ma'at teachings and Hebrew teachers of people moving around the earth and put them in the book. You really think you really think we give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. 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 You really think we mapped out astrology and we ain't got no manners? We don't know how to act. We mapped out astrology 1,000 years. We ain't got no. We just around here just unaliving each other. Nah, they come from a people, bro. Now, hunter-gatherers say it's just some bullshit in the Bible. That's what they try to say. Nah, bro. That ain't what that is. That's a code of conduct. Our people had the first code of conduct, bro. Come on now. They act like it's their code of conduct now. They just not getting, they still living, they are still trying to live under our code of conduct to this day. Thou shalt not kill, steal, destroy. Covet thy neighbor and treat other people how you want to be treated. Now, they come from our ancient culture, bro. We were the only civilized. That's what a civilization is, bro. Civilized people. You don't have no civilization without civilized people. Now, these new people who teach knowledge say all that ain't right, all that is bullshit. No, it ain't, big dog. It's not. It came from somewhere. It came from an upstanding, civilized people, right? And I want you to acknowledge that. That's how the same way we know stuff is wrong if we do it, they already knew, bro. The melanated American Indians never saw no violence like that until them people came, bro. True enough, we fought Native Americans. We fought natives, but there was hand on hand, man on man. Axe on axe, bow and arrow on bow and arrow. Right? We can go for that. That's a fair fade. But we had never seen no killing, unaliving like when them damn colonizers came here. Melanated and white teeth. That's why they took over our land. We was in tune with nature. We wasn't in tune with war. They was in tune with war. They are warlords. We are not warlords. We had warriors to fight for the tribe against outside other tribes, but them ain't no tribes. These are armies specifically made to kill and destroy and take land. So when people be asking me, how y'all so sophisticated and you got took over? We mapping out the stars at night. They mapping out war plans. Two different people. We didn't see them coming. And they got the gun on top of that at that time of the year of the age, right? Because we had already fought them off for see, what people don't know is we fought these people off for long before they ever got into the interior of the country. We was fighting them for way before the 1400s, y'all. Don't think that they just Columbus the only motherfucker. No. We had been getting rid of these people pulling up on ships hundreds of years before that. They didn't have a gun. Or they had the slower gun or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can handle that. Because we knew the land too good. We can get around and get to their ass. But they came with newer guns. They kept upgrading the guns and the cannons. They finally got into the mainland, right? That's how they protected they small towns with armies with guns. You think Pilgrims just got off the boat and just sit in the woods? Nah. Pilgrims got off the boat with the army. Went to the fort where the backup was. Right? That's what happened. Then they finally sit down with Native Americans and find out what they're doing, and they come back and kill them. That's Thanksgiving. That's when the first Thanksgiving jumped off, right? That's where that shit come from. Roll the corn. I'm going to start showing y'all some of the other adventurers that came. Vikings. Vikings, people. Vikings came before Columbus. And they was melanated. Yeah, melanated Vikings and white Vikings came before Columbus. We were smacking them. We were smacking Vikings. Vikings were getting smacked. One or two of them, a couple of them made it, right? On the West Coast. But on the East Coast, we smacked the Vikings. They ain't even make it. Micmac Indians, melanated Micmac Indians up there in Delaware, smacking Vikings. And they was writing Hebrew. Smacking them. They came from the other way and got in. That's why you got the Minnesota Vikings. They came the West Coast way and got in. On the East Coast, they got smacked. Well, I'm going to get out y'all way today, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all start letting me know in the DM what information y'all interested in so we can discuss some more topics that be on people's mind, because it's all about what the people want to know and us breaking this stuff down together. And because I be talking about topics I be interested in most of the time, and that they kind of come across my face. But I want y'all to send me DMs about other things, y'all, like different places in America that y'all see, mounds you see, information you see that kind of go along with something I said, or kind of go along with some teachings that y'all have seen somewhere. Egypt, Annunaki, whatever. We're going to keep going through this stuff, man. August the 16th, meet me at Ottawa Mounds in Georgia. August the 16th, Ottawa Mounds in Georgia. Meet me there. I'm gonna do a live, take questions right outside the mounds. We're gonna all put our video, we're gonna take pictures, we're gonna put it all on the internet. And guess what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do when we get there. At the end of the service, we're gonna identify. At the end of the service, we're gonna identify. Identify means hunter-gatherers. This is our ancestors' mound. We are identifying, these are our ancestors, this is our land. We identifying. That's the first step. We want y'all to know that we know the motherfucking truth. And the truth is, my people built these mounds and we was here before everybody. So therefore, we are identifying that we are these people's descendants and we want our land back. That's what we are. That's why I'm going out there. Identification. I'm not black. I'm not African American. I'm not Negro or colored. I'm a Mississippian. I'm a Choctaw. If you a Creek or Yamasee, or whatever, we are identifying that we are descendants from the Mississippian culture. We are descendants from the North American mound building culture. Therefore, We trump all laws. We trump all Moorish shit. We trump anything going to courtroom. We trump it because our ancestors was on this land before y'all ever got here. The law of the land trumps legal laws every time. Now, I'm going to watch and break too. Good one. Poverty point two. The law of the land trump everything. Watch this. One more receipt. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Watch this. Watch this. The law of the land trump everything. Watch this. One more receipt. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Watch this. Watch this. Roll the coin. The natural law. Give me a 2. Roll the coin. These laws of nature, the natural laws, people, the first law of the land, rooted in interconnectedness of the living beings in the natural world. The first people on the land automatically has the law in their hand. The laws of nature, the law of the land, trumps any government on the face of the earth. Simple. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a live about this tomorrow. I'm gonna put all the laws of the land in there, and I'm gonna let y'all see them. The law of the land is unspoken code. All I gotta do is be like, okay, I'm identifying. When I identify, this shit way older than all y'all. Now, when I get my tribe together, when I put my dogs together, we coming with the law of the land. We ain't got no paperwork. Paperwork for y'all system. The law of the land, our system. We ain't got no goddamn paperwork. What is that? What is a Moorish paperwork? We don't. What the fuck is that? My ancestors in the ground right there, bro. Y'all ain't gonna acknowledge that? Ain't nobody acknowledging it. Nobody. This is how I'm talking to these people. My ancestors built a 70-foot tall mound right here in Alabama, bro. Right here in Georgia, right here in Mississippi, right here in Louisiana. Ain't nobody showing no respect for that. The law of the land, the stewardship. We were the first stewards on the land. So listen here, big dog. We ain't got no paperwork. We ain't no Moors. We ain't none of that. See, y'all like to call Moors terrorists and shit. Y'all like to call Moors and all that old name. Y'all gonna make them terrorists, right? No. We just stewards of the land. That's it. Our ancestors were the first stewards of the land before any hunter-gatherer came. Therefore, the laws of nature or the laws of the land automatically trump your government. Now, the only way to make that work, you got to be deep, baby. You got to be deep in spirit, in physical, in heart and pain, and you got to be out there 200,000-300,000 deep. When we pull up to these places, got to be. Showing that we are not playing with you motherfuckers, bro. The law of the land. That's it. Can't take none that was already on, big dog. Y'all had y'all fun. It's time to go. We back. Ancestor bones and blood in the dirt. Way before y'all ever came over here. We ain't from no Africa. We are identifying. We identifying. You know what we got to do? Identify. Family history. Identify based on the land. Family nation. Right? Identifying determines your self-governance and jurisdiction. This ain't no goddamn Georgia. What is this? This ain't Clayton County. This ain't no goddamn Jackson Hines County, Mississippi. No, that's not my jurisdiction. My jurisdiction from the tip of Florida, motherfucker, all the way to the top of Seattle. That's my jurisdiction. Y'all can stay y'all hunter-gatherer ass in that box. It's not ours. So, when colonizers change a people's indigenous national land-based identity into color or annex with a stateless foreign continent, the people become landless fictions, and colonizers have the permission to oppress and control those people. They turned us into colorless. Identify us with color, people. Stateless. Right? That's what they did. That's why you're black. Right? That's why they call you black. You stateless. That's the first thing I'm saying on the video when I get to the mounds. I'm not black. I'm not African American. I'm not Negro. I'm not colored. I am a descendant of a Mississippian mound builder. My people are Choctaws. And motherfucker, this our land. We just identified putting y'all on notice. We'll be back. We're going to end the video just like that. We'll be back in a minute. Walk off. Build it up, go to the next mound, to the next mound, to the next mound. When we got we got enough people, we taking it to their face. Roll the coin. We taking it to their face. See, this is the smart way to do it. I thought about this forever, but this is the only way I can do it to where it's not a violent press, right? It is a up trajectory of the truth. So the bigger and bigger it get, it's going to get out of control. Now we out there deep. All sophisticated on the knowledge of our ancestors. Can't nobody tell us shit else. We already identified. What y'all gonna do about that? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about that? It's gonna be a problem now. Once we gave y'all the option to straighten this shit out, because we are peaceful people, we're gonna give you the option to straighten this shit. But if you don't straighten it, it don't be here what it is. Right? That's how I'm gonna do it. That's the only way I can see that is that's the only way I can see that is wise for my people. Right? We're gonna all be under conduct. We're gonna all be on the same tab. We're gonna all be, we ain't come here to harm nobody. We come to identify. Once I identify, y'all got to start making some changes. If y'all don't start making no changes, then we got to change it ourselves. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Meet me at the Mounds, August 16th. August 16th, right? I'm just going to identify on the land. Show the ancestors some love and identify and put it on the internet to put you on notice what we own, bro. See, all these videos cute, these lives cute, all that shit cute, but who gonna pull up and identify? And keep building it bigger and bigger and bigger. Because some of this knowledge, it ain't even about knowledge no more, bro. It ain't even about knowledge no more to me, man. I just want to show the world that I tried. I'm trying. I'm going toward the truth in the best way I know how, right? Without getting my people harmed or without none of that. I stand up in the front, but we gonna identify what the hell we is, bro. Now all y'all that don't like it, you just don't like it, right? But I got them big dogs with me, and they ain't playing. So don't come out there on no bullshit. Shit, we see bullshit every day. Y'all trained us for bullshit. See, that's where y'all fucked up at. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all already trained us for the bullshit. We in the bullshit in the hood every day. This is nothing. You can't spook us and scare us off or run us off, bro. We done seen the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst already, bro. From our ancestors all the way up to today. People getting unalive every day in these areas where we live, bro. So therefore, y'all done created a monster. The monster just ain't came together yet. But it's coming out with the 16th. I love you, know I'm in love with you. Roll the corn. We know the truth now.